Alright, what's good YouTube? It's Aurzyn, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the best dunk packages, the best finishing badges, and overall how to avoid getting blocked when you do go for dunks. That is one of the main things, especially with how overpowered chase downs are in this game. Sometimes you think you have an open dunk, or sometimes you're just not at the right angle and you get blocked. But today we're going to be talking about how to fix that and how you can avoid that next time you go for dunks in NBA 2K22. So like I was saying before, we're going to be going over the best dunk packages, best badges, but I'm also going to be giving you guys a few tips and tricks at the end of the video in order to really just avoid getting blocked in general. So if you guys are new around here, make sure to hit that sub button. Everyone who hits the sub button is greatly appreciated. As well as if you guys do not know, DF did drop merch, so go to the link in the description if you guys want to get some DF merch and use code Aurzyn for 5% off your order. And yeah, with all that being said, let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, so the first thing I want to talk about in today's video is going to be the badges. And this is a video I have made in the past, and a lot of people comment and tell me what badges I should try, or this badge is really good. So I go ahead and try it and see how really good it is, you know what I'm saying? But personally, my best badge in the game is still Limitless Takeoff for finishing badges, and this should go on the highest level. This should be the first badge you put on. This stays consistent with every other video I've done like this. So Limitless Takeoff, 100% the most important, and I'm gonna get to later when I talk about dunk packages and a few tips and tricks as well. Your Limitless Takeoff needs to correlate to what dunk packages you put on. So depending on what Limitless Takeoff, I'll talk about it later in the video, but depending on what Limitless Takeoff you have, you need to have a certain dunk package for that Limitless Takeoff. After Limitless Takeoff, I would say Slithery Finisher is a very good badge as well, and this should be maybe not the highest level, but it definitely should be a badge you look to put on if you have the badges for it. Slithery Finisher just is gonna help you just get to the basket easier, get more contact, stuff like that, and overall is a big help and a great badge to put on. If you do get contacts, I see a lot of people commenting posterizer doesn't work. It doesn't work, but whenever I use it, it seems to work, and it pops up whenever I get a contact dunk. So I use it still. I like having posterizer on. If you guys don't get contacts or you don't like the badge at all, then you guys can take it off. But in my personal opinion, I like having posterizer on. I like to have it on, and I like to run it on Hall of Fame. If you guys are looking for other badges to put on, one of the most commented badges was Fearless Finisher. Now it says it improves the ability to convert contact layups, and a lot of people believe this badge is very good. So if you guys do want, that is another badge I would recommend to put on. Some other badges I would recommend would actually be Fast Switch. Now I normally wouldn't recommend this badge. When I made this video in the past, I've never recommended Fast Switch as a super important badge. In my opinion, when you are trying to avoid getting blocked, one of the main things you can do is going to be waiting for the person to jump and then go up with it. And if you wait for the person to jump and you don't have Fast Switch on, there's a very likely chance that they're going to be able to just jump again and block you. So having Fast Switch on is going to help you with that scenario, and it's going to be a great badge to help you avoid getting blocked. So that would be another one of my recommendations. I got Posterizer. These are usually the badge setup I run. But like I was saying, Fast Switch, Fearless Finisher are also very good badges. If you're a guard, maybe run Giant Slayer. If you are a inside center, maybe run Rise Up. It's gonna help you with standing dunks. And yeah, there's nothing really that much more important besides those badges that I listed. Unstrippable is a little bit important, but overall, it's really not that big of a deal if you don't have it. Maybe put it bronze or something, but yeah, that's about it for the badges, and let's move on. Okay guys, one quick thing I want to mention before getting to the dunk packages is going to your controller settings and make sure you have the Pro Stick function on default. Now the Pro Stick function on default, I know some people who dribble, they complain, it says it feels weird, and they like to have their Pro Stick function on dribble moves. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is not a good thing. Dunking with the right stick allows you to either switch the hand, do a certain type of dunk, and it overall just allows you to not get blocked, and it makes your dunking ability so much better. If you are a person that says some dribble moves don't work on default, I would recommend practicing those moves with default on, because I know I dribble. I'm someone who likes to dribble a lot, and all my dribble moves work with default on, so I'm not really sure where that comes from. Maybe it's a certain type of move or something that's just very, very weird, or I don't know, but I hear people say stuff like that all the time. And one important thing I would say for dunking and not getting blocked is having this on default and learning to dunk with your right stick. Now, if you guys don't know how to dunk with your right stick, basically to do a right-handed dunk, you hold your right stick to the right while you're dunking, like instead of pressing X, so you're holding RT running towards the basket, and you press your right stick to the right is for a right-handed dunk, to the left is for a left-handed dunk, and down is for a fancy dunk. And those are the three I would recommend. If you guys are in like a really weird situation, you think someone's coming from the left side of you to try and block it, maybe I would go for a right-handed dunk so the ball is away from them. I would try to go for the fancy dunks. Honestly, the fancy dunks usually get the best animations for those, so those are very, very hard to block as well. But yeah, the left, right, if someone's on a certain side, or just the fancy dunk, those would be the best in my opinion. Okay guys, going into the animations now, and you guys can see the layup I use is long athlete if you care about that. But moving into the dunks, and like I was talking about before with limitless takeoff, you need a certain level of limitless takeoff for certain dunk packages. If you have a lower level of limitless takeoff, you're gonna need a dunk package that's not as fancy, where you don't jump from as far away from the basket to get the best animations. Otherwise, if you put these dunk animations on where you jump from super far away from the basket, you're just gonna get really bad animations out of those dunk packages, and you're not gonna get the ones that are really, really good where you jump from far away. So moving into the first dunk packages, I would recommend, if you have no limitless takeoff, bronze limitless takeoff, or even silver limitless takeoff, I would recommend these dunk packages. The first one I would recommend is going to be Scottie Pippen. You guys can see I don't jump from that far away. I jump from pretty far away, but honestly, this dunk package still works even if you have low limitless takeoff. And overall, you guys can see the ball literally goes straight above my head. This dunk, I've actually like never seen this dunk blocked. I've used this dunk since the start of the game. I know my teammates use this dunk, and I have literally never seen it blocked. You guys can see like the ball literally just goes straight above my head, and in my opinion, that's pretty impossible to block. It might get blocked every once in a while, but I have never seen it happen. So in my opinion, this is one of the best dunk packages in the game. Another good one is going to be quick drops off one. You guys can see ball goes straight above the head. That's exactly where the ball should be, because if it goes to a side or a back, it's a lot easier to get blocked. And the best dunk packages overall are going to be the ones that just bring the ball straight above your head. So quick drops off one is another one that does that. Quick drops off two is another one that does that. It's a very, very good. It's just overall slower, and obviously you want the fastest dunks possible, so quick drops off two is going to be another good one. And finally, if you need one more dunk packages, or you don't like any of the other ones, you guys could just put on rim grazers. I don't think this dunk package is necessarily on these levels. It's kind of just there. It's not really going to get blocked. It's kind of slow though, so I wouldn't recommend it over the other ones, but if you guys want, you can put it on as well. Moving on to if you have silver or even gold limitless takeoff. This is for silver to gold limitless takeoff. These might be some dunk packages you could use for either one, and those are going to be front clutches. Front clutches is a very, very good dunk package, but the player jumps from pretty far away. Front clutches is going to be a dunk that doesn't really get blocked. It gets blocked sometimes. I wouldn't put it in the level as these dunks. I think these dunks are actually way better, but front clutches is a dunk that has pretty good animations and should be used with gold or silver limitless takeoff. Now that's about the only one I have for like silver to gold. Now moving into the area where you're like a really good dunker, you have gold, Hall of Fame, limitless takeoff. These are the dunk packages you should use. Now moving into the next one is going to be straight arm tomahawks. Now this is one that is fast, and that's very, very good about it. It's fast, and it's very, very good in the use case where I was talking about earlier, where you use the right stick to pick what hand you want to dunk with. That is very, very key about this dunk package, because if you just hold down on the right stick and do a fancy dunk every time, the ball may go to the side where the defender's at, and he's going to block you, because the ball goes to the side on this dunk package a little bit. So you want to pick what side you're dunking with, and overall this dunk package is very, very solid, and it's not going to get blocked too much. Now before we get to one of the most overpowered dunk packages in the game, cradle dunks off one. I had bought this dunk package because I saw some people commenting about it, and overall it's just not good. It is just not good. It gets blocked a lot, and you guys can see some of these animations are very, very slow, and some of them are just very easily blocked. So in my opinion, I really do not like this dunk package. It would go in the category with gold or Hall of Fame Limitless Takeoff, but yeah, if you guys want to try it out, you can, but overall I would not recommend it. Now moving on to that dunk package that is super overpowered is going to be Michael Jordan. This is a dunk package that literally gives like the best dunk animations in the game. Like, there's not a bad animation in this dunk package. It very rarely gets blocked, and obviously with this dunk package you have the free throw line dunk that is super overpowered. You can literally activate it every time if you have Hall of Fame Limitless Takeoff, and overall it is just a very overpowered dunk package. As well as finally wrapping up this video, there is just a few different dunks you can put on, like elite basket rim pulls for standing dunks, and one hand under basket athletic if you guys do need standing dunks, as well as if you guys need baselines. Baseline reverses off one is a good one, as well as baseline or clutch baseline reverses, my bad. But yeah, those are the four like other, they don't really require a huge rating for, but yeah, they're just solid packages you should put on just for certain situations, but they don't really apply to most situations, which is why I say you don't have to put them on. But yeah, they're just there if you want them. It's yeah, just talking about a few things real quick that can help you not get blocked is obviously, like I was saying, dunk with the right stick. Use the right and left feature to dunk with whatever hand like is open, as well as like I was talking about before in the intro or when we were doing the badges. I was talking about the fast twitch badge. When you hesitate to go up, or when you like get past someone's going for a chase down, they're gonna jump, and once they jump you go up, and you go up with a layup, a standing layup under the basket, instead of just going up and they chase down your dunk. And yeah, those would be the two key things to avoid getting blocked when you go for a dunk. As well as I know this really isn't part of this, but make sure you guys get whatever dunk packages you can for contacts. Some people forget about them, but yeah, alley-oops, contacts, whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys are new around here and this video did help you out, make sure that sub button, and I'm out, man. Peace.